Listen, it's 6:55 p.m. I just stepped out of the shower. My day starts at 5 a.m. I'm in the truck by 6 a.m. So do the math. And I'm not special. That's not the point of this. I'm not special. There's lots of people that do far more in a day than I do. But I don't want to rant at y'all. I want to give you a little bit of backstory about who I am. And frankly, I'm not even convinced I should be doing this. Because we talked about the Hurt Locker. It opens wounds in here that I'd just easier to just slam the effing lid on that. But here's the point. If I can do this, you can do this. Whatever this is, look at me in the eyes. If I can do this, you can do this. Okay? I hesitate to tell you all the hurt in my life because I don't want your pity. So maybe we'll go there, maybe we won't. And I don't mean to talk down to anybody, but I have a natural defense mechanism that when I'm wounded, I get angry. Because it's much easier to be enveloped in anger than it is to be enveloped in hurt. Does that make sense? So even the concept, the thought of lifting the lid off of this wound locker, this hurt locker, makes me upset. And that puts the lie to the whole I've made my peace with this. Because in practicality, sure. In actuality, I guess not. But I want to draw a line in the sand here and talk about blessings and provisions. This is a preparedness channel, and I know a lot of y'all have come here for the gear reviews and for the philosophical talks and for the conceptual talks and for the advice that I have to give. But I need you to understand that part of who I am is a believer in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, the Messiah, the prophesied Messiah of the Jews, of which I am grafted onto that tree of life. I did not start that way. I am covered in tattoos from when I was a drummer in a metal band, a satanic metal band. And I make recompense for that every day. I hate that about who I was. It's not who I am, it's who I was, but I refuse to believe that who I was doesn't matter because I would not be who I am if I was not that person back in the day. Okay? So there's some foundational information for you. As far as somebody that God has smiled upon, that's all a matter of perspective. I got colon cancer at 26. I was in love with a girl who aborted my child. I came home and found out there was somebody else's boots inside my front door. I opened the freezer and there was a bottle of Southern Comfort in the freezer, and I don't drink Southern Comfort. So I was told that she was in love with somebody else. And okay. So I packed all my stuff and I left. And I found out about a month later that she was pregnant. I found out a couple days after that she had gotten an abortion. And that kills me. And I look forward to being able to see that child when I go home. So that's just a little tiny bit. I came out of a world of hurt about 7 years ago. A world of hurt. You reap what you sow. All I sowed was bullshit. And then I was amazed that all I was reaping was bullshit. It's so hard to believe in God and find God when you don't sow any seeds of God. And how I got from there to here is a whole nother story, but I want to at least lay the foundation here for y'all to understand I was not born into a position of provision and blessing. I daily struggle to be the person that I feel like God has called me to be. So, by grace through faith, right? Yet, I'm the Lord your God. I do not change. Keep my commandments. Roger that. Do the best that I can. And when I can't, when I fail, that's where the grace comes in. I'm rambling. All that to say, I'm blessed and I am provided for, not because I'm somebody special, but because I just simply refuse to check out. I'm here today, I'm going to be here tomorrow and the next day, and as hard as the battle is daily, I'll be here fighting, hitting as hard as I can for all the things that I believe in. I have said previously 90% of life is showing up. And I believe that because I have led crews of men and women from 4 people to 1,200 people on projects from hundreds of dollars to tens of billions of dollars people have entrusted to this ugly mug to make things happen. And I have. Because even when it hurt, I showed up. Even when it was hard, I did what was asked of me. To the best of my broken human ability. And so, I say this to y'all because I care enough about y'all to show you this facet of who I am. The alternating angry and sad and emotional side. So that A, you understand that I'm human, and B, that you understand through knowing that I'm human, that you can do this too. And what is this? This is making a better tomorrow today. That's the goal of preparedness. If you are preparing just to get by, I don't get it. Life should be worth living under all circumstances, right? And so first and foremost for me, that's my relationship with my Creator. So it's hard for me to hide that in a discussion with preparedness. It's hard for me to hide that on this channel, and frankly, I won't do it. If that means that I have 1,500 followers or 15 followers, I don't care. I can't hide that. It's instrumental to who I am now and who I intend to be all the days going forward. But I have a deep and abiding faith, and I do my best to keep the Lord's commandments, keep Yah's commandments. I hesitate to say I'm blessed because of that. I'm in a period of my life right now where I have many blessings, but I work non-stop. I don't know. All I'm trying to do is video document for you guys what it is that I'm doing and thinking and feeling and what my convictions are, so that hopefully y'all can discern some nuggets of truth out of this and improve your systems, improve your mindset, your heart set, right? Your skill set. Try and be better tomorrow than you are today. That's all I'm trying to do. But if I can do this, you can do this. I'm not special. You know, my wife told me, who is absolutely a provision and blessing. Absolutely. She said, see, she was married before me. That's where my two oldest come from. They're not mine by blood, but they're mine right here. And that's all that freaking matters. She told me that she beseeched God for a man that would talk to her. Just talk to her. And I did not talk before her. And it seems like, now we've been together just over 7 years. And it seems like since I met her, I can't stop talking. I've made it my goal to try and post one video a day for y'all. There's days that it's 2 or 3 or 4, and I wonder, am I doing too much of this? And I want you guys to know that I try not to speak out of my a-hole. I try not to just put useless content out. I want you to get better. I want you to be supported. I want you to feel motivated and loved and valued and understand that screw all this nonsense out there in the world. You can be in the world, don't be of the world, and get your ass out of the world, okay? Because that world is going to hell in a handbasket. And I'm trying to document what that looks like in my life for you, to show you that if I can do it, so can you. This gets back to what Sister Kate was saying in her most recent MGTOW video, that men rarely show emotion because their emotions are so strong. I agree. It's a physical challenge to bottle them up sometimes. And I know, T, that's not good for you. I know. But there's work to be done. There's work to be done. And that's what I feel convicted to do, is do that work. And if I have to pause from that for a moment to show you guys, A, I'm human, and B, because I'm human, and so are you, you can do this, so be it. I lead teams, y'all. I build teams. It's what God put me on earth to do. And I don't know where this is going yet. I don't know. But He does. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to hit life as hard as I can. Every day. And every day I'm going to do the best that I can to walk in His footsteps, keep His commands, and just try and be a humble servant